Hi everybody and welcome to another weekly update video. I hope you're all well and staying safe in these crazy times that we're currently living in. So I wanted to cover off, as usual, some Azure news first of all, and I've got two pieces of news I want to talk about. So within Azure Backup, we now have the capability of backing up SAP HANA database backups. And I'll post a link so you can have a wee read about that, as there's some caveats and future features coming in terms of that as well. And the second bit of news is that Azure Archive Storage is now integrated with third-party solutions, with new ones. So it's great that these third-party companies that you are familiar with in terms of, backup software or disaster recovery software are now looking at integrating and giving you the option to throw things into Azure Archive Storage or pull things back from Azure Archive Storage natively within their applications. So if you're using them, you can then leverage some of the Azure capabilities while still keeping the platforms and the software that your employees and your company are used to using and have licenses for as well. And again, I'll put some links in the description so you can check that out as well. So something I wanted to highlight that has become clear the past couple of days is that Pluralsight have actually opened up all of their library so that anybody can access it free for the rest of April, which I think is an amazing gesture from the company. I think there's something silly like, is it 70,000 courses or 7,000? Somebody said something around that. Courses available and they're all free to leverage, and it's not a case of, you put your credit card in and at the end of April they'll start charging you. It's definitely not that. You can just sign up, use it for April, and there's no charges after that. So if you're looking for some things to do while we're kind of all staying at home at the moment, then Pluralsight is obviously something that you can leverage, and I highly recommend having a look at that offer. In terms of April, we have hit the month where we usually have a Glasgow Azure User Group, and because of the circumstances, we're actually going to take that event online and still carry it out. We're going to do it in a slightly different format, although very similar to what we do in person and in real life. So we'll have a speaker and then we'll have a break where I encourage everybody to go and, grab a beer or grab a tea or grab a glass of milk, whatever your tipple may be, and we'll have a chat and we'll have some networking. We'll find out what everybody's doing. We'll ask each other questions. We'll just get to know everybody, and then we'll finish off with a quiz. And that's a traditional way that we usually end our in-person meetups. So hopefully that will be really good for everybody to have a go at. And we will have some prizes, so it's worth tuning in. So please come along. I'll put some details in the description, but we'd love to see everybody from the world, from the community, wherever that may be, and joining us. Those people that maybe can't traditionally join us in Glasgow when we usually have the in-person meetups, we'd love to see you online. Please do feel free to come and join us and participate in our meeting. I'm also starting something, a wee project that I want to do in terms of youngsters that are coming along and thinking about their careers at the moment. So as you may know, I regularly volunteer for STEM events, which is helping us bring the kids into science and technology and engineering and mathematics type careers, and I'm kind of missing that obviously because we don't have those in-person events, so I want to do something for them. And for a long time I've been thinking about trying to pull together a video that talks about my career, talks about the path that I've taken, talks about how I am as a female in IT, which is mainly a male dominated environment, and record that video so that anybody can watch it anywhere in the world, can have a look at it and hopefully inspire them. In this video that I'm going to record next week, I want to make sure I answer some of the questions that youngsters might have about joining a career in IT or even just working at Microsoft itself. Again, there'll be some links in the description, so if you have any questions as a teacher maybe, or as someone who's looking to pursue a career in IT, I'd love to hear them and I'll hopefully answer them in the video. If it's popular, I might even do more videos as well. The other thing I'm kind of working on at the moment is figuring out what my plans look like for the rest of the year. So a lot of things are changing and a lot of things are unknown because of what's happening in the world, and some of my goals, some of my career goals that I was aiming for are going to have to change. The goal of what they were going to be, we're going to have to change slightly. And one of those, an example, is that I was hoping again to be able to speak at Microsoft Ignite. That's now gone digital, so I need to rethink about what I want to achieve with that and whether me speaking at the event is still achievable as well. So it's really just changing my focus and readjusting some of these goals so that I can still hit these milestones that I want to for this calendar year. So that's me, that's what I've been doing. As always, I have my office hours open, and I'll again post a link in the description. I would love to see all of you or grab a coffee with you, so please do grab a time in my diary, schedule some time. We can either talk about careers, we can talk about technology, we can talk about Azure, or we can just have coffee and a biscuit and have a chat and make acquaintances. So stay safe everybody, stay at home, and I'll catch you next week as well.